Morning, everybody. It's half marathon morning. I am got my Donald and headed in. I'm gonna go through bag check. Got my coffee. Gotta dump that. And gonna go to the main stage, warm up a little bit, and get this party started. It's a lovely temperature out right now. I don't need a ditchable layer. I brought one, but I don't need it. By the time I get started this morning, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect today.
And look at us. Perfect.
It was a beautiful morning. It was a perfect day for a race. It was about 60 degrees at the start at 5:30, and as soon as that sun came up, it was warm. I didn't quite know what to do with that, but the outfit that I had planned, I was able to leave some layers at home. So I was perfectly comfortable through most of the race, except for the felt neck piece lapel that I had made for Donald's costume. It felt like I was wearing a scarf, basically, for the half marathon. Okay, so I started in D Corral with Gerald and Karen and Linda, and my plan was to stop 3 times for characters, photo opportunities, whatever, 3 times. I was going to see if I could maintain an 11:30 pace, moving pace, throughout, and I wanted to hit the castle while it was still dark. So I knew I wanted to stop for Ralph and Vanellope because I've missed them repeatedly throughout the last few races, and I've been dressed as Vanellope. So I wanted to stop for them. It did. That was at just after the first, the second aid station, which was about just after mile 3. So stopped for them, and then I hit the castle. And when I was coming up Main Street, I realized it was probably the darkest I had ever been running up Main Street during a race. So it was quite exciting. I was very happy with how that was going. Came out of the castle, got my castle shot, and just kept on trucking. So I got to looking at ahead of time, there was a list of characters that were going to be out there. I didn't really see anybody that I had to stop for, so I was leaving the 3rd photo opportunity open. I didn't really know who I was going to stop for. Saw Chip and Dale and Clarice, and I stopped for them. That was really super cute. And then I'm running along, and Donald and Daisy are off on the right by the golf course. I said, yeah, dressed as Donald Duck, need to stop for Donald Duck. What was funny though is that as I'm approaching and I'm the next person in line, Donald has to go off to take a break, so it's just Daisy standing there. So he walks away and I just take his place. It was perfect. It worked out really, really well. So I did kind of break my own rule, but I was totally fine with that because it was Donald and Daisy, and it was perfect. So after that, that was mile 8-ish, just around mile 8. And I just trucked it the rest of the way. The sun came up and you're running into the sun for a good chunk of the rest of the race, but I muscled up the overpasses and the hills, and I was starting to get emotional as we got closer to the finish line. I just kind of plugged in and just ran, and I felt really good. I knew I was pushing pace. I would look down at my watch and I would see 10:30 paces, and I was really happy with that. This was not a PR attempt. This was not a race that I was going to really look at, you know, submitting for proof of time or anything like that because of the stops. I wanted to see if I could finish in under 3 hours. So I actually stopped 7 times, 3 bathroom stops, and 4 character photo stops. Considering that I finished in under 3 hours, I was super happy with that. Now my watch will say 2:25 and change, but that's moving time. I did keep the auto pause on so I could get a better idea of what my actual clock time was saying, my run time was saying. But I come out into Epcot and I really started getting emotional and excited. Across the finish line, I was trying to get the crowd pumped up, and I just felt very proud of the effort that I put up today. So no, by no stretch of the imagination is it a PR, but I worked really hard, and it'll be an interesting conversation with my coach to see what do we do next? Now, where do we go from here? So I'm looking forward to having that conversation with her when I get back. But right now, I'm sitting here at Port Orleans pool, just off the pool, and I'm headed over to Disney Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna enjoy the park a little bit this evening and just hang out again at Disney. I'm gonna go to bed early, I'm gonna pack, and I'm gonna get up to cheer on the full marathon tomorrow. So, great race today, you guys, and I'm pretty proud of it. So, check in with you later. Jen just came down the hill.
Look who we found! Cheering today! It's so exciting to see everybody come through.
She's gonna run the next 15. Let's go!
This is what Coach does for her runners. She makes sure they got sunscreen and hydration and food and all that stuff. I'm just saying that this is what we do. Yes.
Okay, so I'm leaving Animal Kingdom. I just saw the Joyful Miles crew, I saw Jen and Missy, and I saw Juanita walk by. The balloon ladies are just about to come through in about 15 minutes or so. They're about a mile out from the half marathon point. Now at this point, I am headed back through a bunch of bubbles, back out to take a bus to Boardwalk Resort so I can catch my runners coming in through Boardwalk and in Epcot. Now, I will tell you, if you are spectating the marathon, you need to know something. Animal Kingdom is not on the spectator list, okay? For spectators, it is not open early for you to come see your runner. It is not open until rope drop, which for today was 9 o'clock. That's typically what has been the case in the last 3 years that I've done or been here for the marathon. Animal Kingdom opens at 9. You can't get out to see the runners until then. So you are at the mercy of your runner's pace and rope drop. Just something to keep in mind. And in fact, you can't get close to the runners until 9. The ropes are on the opposite sides of the bridges, and it becomes an issue of getting across those bridges. Now, it's not bad. It's not, if your runner is slow enough, about a 13-minute mile. they will hit 13 to 15 minute miles. You may see them depending on their corral placement. And you can crunch the numbers and do the math. Today, the corrals were released pretty fast. Nancy Austin was the balloon lady for today, and I'm headed out. Is that all right? I gotta go find my runners someplace else, man. I want to stay. I would stay, but my runners need me. So.
Okay, I'll let you go out this time, but
thank you, Bruno. I will come back and see you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Bruno. So as I was saying, the corrals were going off pretty fast. Now, Nancy Austin is one of the balloon ladies, and she started maybe 45 minutes after the start of the race. So that's the biggest trouble with not knowing what the corrals are gonna do. It has been different every year, how quickly they're gonna go out, and all of that.
You're crushing it. Nice job, nice job.
The marathon is over. The balloon ladies have crossed the finish line, and I am headed back to the hotel, get my stuff, and head to the airport. But I have to say, I came down here for a couple of reasons, and it wasn't to run a race. To me, it wasn't about my bling. It was about other people's. It was about other people getting out here, finding their awesome on this course, because I am so proud of everybody who just crossed that finish line today. It was a sufferfest. I was watching you run so hard. I was cheering you on. I was singing to you in Epcot. I'm cheering you on. I was so proud of so many complete strangers. I'm speechless. I'm totally speechless. But truly, you guys, I couldn't be more proud of what you did today. So, I'm gonna sign off from Walt Disney World for this weekend, and I will be back here for Star Wars, and I'm looking forward to that. For all of you who came to the meetup, thank you. For all of you who stopped me on the course and while I was spectating, thank you. For all of you who ran and ran hard, or walked and walked hard in this weekend, I could not be more proud. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, that's it for me today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. We have a lot more fun to go. All right? So go find your awesome. Until next time. Happy running.
We'll see you again.